What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about Madden 23. I was able to play it early, like a lot of you guys that were able to get the beta. If you still have not received the beta, I would probably follow EA Sports, the verified accounts over on Twitter. They are going to be giving out, random codes throughout the day. I have tried to get some codes, crossing my fingers. If we get some, I will give them out on my social media at GmiasWorld and at GmiasWorld on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff, and probably some live on stream as well. I will keep you guys up to date with that. Usually, I get a couple codes. I don't know what's going to happen this year, but if you definitely signed up and you did not get a code, I will try my best to get, some of you guys will be able to get it. But I'm going to share some of the things that are going on right now within Madden 23 for those of you guys that, have either played it or you're just looking for some feedback or trying to figure if you should get the game this upcoming year. I'm going to tell you straight out, I like the beta, and sometimes the betas are not really that good. Like, it's been several years that the betas come out and I haven't really liked it. I like what they're trying to do with this, the precision passing. There's a lot of stuff going on, the pass rush. One of the things that I think you guys are going to like about this is the fact that the angles that the defensive players take are unbelievable. If you've played the beta, type 1 and tell me if a 4-man pass rush hasn't destroyed your life. Like, if you've played the beta, because you guys know what I'm talking about. You can't really escape the pocket the same way you can in 22. The contains actually contain, but the one thing that I do like, the contains are not overpowered. What I mean by that is they don't play the outside and also stop the inside run. So if you come out and you run like a power O and the guy contains his player and he doesn't know, pretty much that you're running power O, you're going to get a lot of yards up the middle depending on what the D tackles do. Now, every game I played was all Madden. All right, and the reason that I do that is because obviously all Madden is the most difficult level that you can actually play the game on. As far as the head-to-head, I didn't jump into any head-to-head games. These are all like CPU, all Madden games, just to kind of see the transition of, which way the games play. For those of you guys that have been really annoyed with post routes and, crossers, I have good news. The zones actually have a brain. Like, they look at the crosser, and guess what they do, guys? They actually run after them. So it's going to be very, very hard for you to, if they keep the game the way it is right now, for you to be able to get away with just running a crosser every play, you're going to have to figure out what's going on. Also, one of the new additions that I actually like, you can turn your zone coverages to match concepts within the coaching suggestions, where you can change the zone drops and things like that. So there's some additions that they've added. I don't like the fact that the zone drops are still in the game, and I'm going to tell you why. When Madden did not have zone drops and players had to respond based on their attribute, I enjoyed Madden a lot more. I do understand that sometimes with the way the game has evolved, your players didn't play it, but there were ways to actually play those deep plays without having zone drops. I think it's kind of an excuse to make EA not have to make the players actually work as hard to be where they're supposed to be. So as far as the programming goes, it's much easier if every time we're getting ready to set something up that we have to adjust the actual zone drops ourselves. Some people consider it next level Madden. I consider it something that's like more of a bore. It's boring, bro. Because if I have, say for instance, right? Say I have Jalen Ramsey out there, right? And he's playing like an average, wide receiver. And I don't have zone drops, but I'm going based on whatever in Ultimate Team, whatever level of card he has, I'm basing his attributes versus the offensive player's attributes. Jalen Ramsey should have a higher probability to kind of read what the player's doing, the way that they did it in the past. There have been Maddens, like Madden 11, right? That was a year, speaking of precision passing, where you could like lead past the ball anywhere. And what would happen was you would have to play specific zones for the players to react to it. Now, they didn't have all these other extra, different zones at that time. Now they have all kinds of crazy stuff. So you had to determine, do you want to play a deep blue? Do you want to have a flat? Do you want a cloud? You have a purple. Like, that's pretty much it. So you had 4 zones that you had to make the best of. And what happened was the players would react based on the way that their overall was. I don't know if we're going to get back to that this year with the way that they've adjusted it, but I will tell you this. I like the way the game plays defensively. All right, so if you guys are lucky enough to already played it, let me know your feedback as well. I think it has a chance to be a really good Madden. I'm going to get to the, later on I'll get to the fact that obviously there's going to be tuning, there's going to be updates, and people are going to rage. All of those things are true. Those things are going to happen. But in the way that they have it set up right now, I think with a little bit of fine tuning, we'll be fine defensively. Even if they kind of nerf the pass rush, they nerf the way the man coverage plays, I wouldn't really take away the ability that the zones are playing though. I really like the new zone concepts, the way that they actually do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Similar to what just happened right there. You see how the guy just ran straight in? That's happening on a 4-man pass rush. Like if your defender is better than that O lineman, he is going to eat every single time, based on the way Madden 23 is right now. And that's what I love about it. It should be attribute versus attribute. Now, we jump over to the offensive side of the ball. There's a lot of things that are going on with it, with, you know, precision passing, placing the ball exactly where you want it. One of the things that's going to be kind of weird for you if you haven't played it already, they have a lot of things around the receiver you're throwing the ball to. Different parts of the circle. You can do a back shoulder. They've tried this before in Madden 17, and it didn't work out with like the target passing, but I think they were able to kind of finesse it a little bit, and it looks to be pretty good because I was pinpointing where I want my passes to go, and they were actually going there. And it was like, oh my God, like this is really real. You know, the way that this is right now, it is a very, very difficult thing that we have actively going on. And we need to make sure that at some point they keep the game specific to what it's supposed to be. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. We don't want, when they patch the game now, that now we can't lead pass, or, you know, the defense is completely nerfed and the guy comes out and does whatever he wants and things like that. We just want some type of consistency, because I believe if it stays the way that it is right now, we can probably get through a year where a lot of us won't be able to say Madden is trash. Because that's one of the, if you go to anybody's stream, you know, for Madden 22 after like the first patch, it's been a situation where it's like, okay, what is going on right now? This is a very, very interesting situation. Like, what exactly is going on? This is something that we need to like talk about. Like, okay, the ball's getting thrown through my body. A guy's running escape artist with 17 contains and he's getting out. People were raging no matter what stream you went to. Right now, if they did a couple of tweaks to this actual Madden 23 beta that we have now and put it out, I think many of us would be hard pressed to say the game is trash. That's how much better this beta is right now. It is a very, very unique video game right now. It's something that I do believe personally that they want to make it the best possible game for Madden's legacy. With him passing away and everything like that, I think they want to do a better job, and it's showing right now in the beta. So now let's talk about like regular streaks. The streaks appear to be very similar to the way Madden 22 is. And what I mean by that is the way that the height actually matters. I ran around with Drake London. He was like a 60-something overall right now in the actual game. And he was going up and getting the ball. He was literally going up and getting the ball. And it was really, 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 really crazy. Like, yo, wow, he's actually, you know, the corner was smaller than him and he would go up and snag the ball. And it was absolutely insanely, you know, like satisfying that a player is reacting the way that they're reacting based on jump balls. Because let's be honest, jump balls are a very, very important part of football right now. So when people are complaining, yo, bro, you threw it to my guy, you know, yo, my guy's 5'3" and your guy's 6'9", why is he catching it? Those old days of Madden where like the little tiny guys are jumping through the, you know, like a Brent Grimes, like, dude, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The streak is probably one of the most dominant things in the game, and I think with the way the defense plays, it matches up well. Because the computer did throw streaks as well with all Madden, and you can actually get in front of the ball and strafe properly this year. Based on where it is right now. Like, remember, all of these things are subject to change, but right now, the way that it's playing is really, really, really good. All right, so those things with the offense, and you guys know I love throwing streaks, probably why I love the game as much. Like right here, I don't know what that was wild. He had to quit after that. But it looks right now with all the things that are in the actual game, that if they just do a little bit of tweaking and put the game out, I think we're going to love this Madden coming soon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and my insight. Let me know all your thoughts, and I'm going to talk to you guys soon. You guys go ahead and have a blessed day. Until next time, one love, y'all.